YouTube, what's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Duncan Freehand Mini. This is the aluminum Duncan Freehand, and this one is in the large bearing. So let's go take a look.
Alright, so here we got a pretty standard Duncan box. But this is a very, very cool Duncan Freehand Mini. So not only is it the large bearing version, but this one's the Samurai edition. So really cool. Always a big fan of black and gray. Black and gray is just like one of the coolest color combos in my opinion. And the finish on here is just so freaking nice. You can tell just the sound that it makes on my hands. I mean, this thing is going to grind so good. Now this, once again, is the large bearing version. So the Freehand Mini, you can buy it in, you know, the small bearing or the large bearing, depending on what type of response you like. I'm actually really excited to play this. Most YoYos nowadays are in this bearing size. In here we just got a little string, but we don't need that right now. And yeah, once again, I'll put the specs right there. But it's all pretty standard stuff here. Quality from Duncan, as you'd expect. We got the red pads. I love the red silicone pads. Those are my favorite. We got the Kowalski bearing. And remember, if you use code Dylan15, you get 15% off at beyondyoyos.com, where you can get any of these awesome Duncan Yoyos I've been checking out. And I got a bunch more to come, so the reviews are going to keep on coming. So if you like these Duncan reviews, make sure you got that notification bell smashed, because there's going to be more coming my way. But yeah, you know, here's it next to the Freehand AL. You know, obviously a little smaller, being that it's the mini version. Here's our next a Freehand 1, a Hyper Freehand, the Freehand 2, which it's actually wider than the Freehand 2. Well, hold on, kinda, yeah, a little bit wider than the Freehand 2. But yeah, let's throw a string out. We're gonna do a little 1A, little 5A, and I'm pretty excited about this one.
Alright guys, we're going to start off here with a little 1A. And the large bearing, obviously, it's going to be a little more forgiving than the small bearing as far as, like, you know, how many layers of string you can get in the gap without it binding on you, you know, and stuff like that. But you're still getting, like, the same great, small, fast little yo-yo. Sorry, brand new string I just put on here, so I'm breaking it in a little bit. But as you can see, it's a fast little guy, just like, you know, it is in the other bearing counterpart. You know, same yo-yo, just, you know, this one, probably a little more to most people's style. If you're an old school player, the other one feels a little more like an old school freehand, I must say, though, in a good way. You know, both of them are like, you know, dead smooth. If I can land this trick, then I'm going to try a grind, because the finish on this looks phenomenal. This is literally the first take. I just put this string on here. Yeah, awesome little yo-yo. So here, let's try out this finish. Oh yeah, as smooth as could be. Whoop. Yeah, and it is a little smaller, but I mean, it's still, yeah, it's not like crazy hard. Some tricks are a little harder, like this one I'm having a little trouble with. But that could be because I'm on a 3-day water fast. There we go. There we go. Yeah, but there's something about, like, yo-yos that are a little smaller that they just are, like, you know, I don't know, really fun. And even though this one's not crazy small, it's still smaller than a regular freehand and most of your competition yo-yos. So it will hone your skills a little bit. Alright, we got a double dice 5A setup, so we can work some of these goofy tricks into the mix too, like that. And you can get our string all tied nuts. But first off, let's see how it is just for a regular standard freehand play. And it actually feels freaking perfect. Being that it's a Duncan freehand, it just doesn't feel right if you're not doing a little freehand with it. The bearing got really loud, but it's Still working totally fine, so that's cool. Oh, there we go. It's a little green triangle repeater you can do. Fun to do on yours like this. This finish is so nice too. I love doing that on it. Just love the way that one feels on this yo-yo. Yeah, the weight is perfect. Like, even though it's a little smaller than the regular freehand, still perfect with the same counterweight setup I use basically on all my freehand yo's. I love just the 2 standard dice. The 1 Duncan dice is obviously weighted, but I like doing these goofy tricks. I don't know. That's just me. Oops. Let's try that one again. Yeah, but I think 1.858, you can't go wrong. I really like the large bearing version. If you were asking me like if I only could have one, I'd probably pick this one, the large bearing. But I really like the small bearing too, especially if you're somebody that you came from, you know, the old school freehand. You might be able to really appreciate that. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the support. We got more Duncan videos to come, so smash that like button. And until next time, I'll see all you guys later. Till next time, peace out.